Alright guys, let's get the keys. Let's see, we got the little Mickey Mouse up there. Alright, let's see how this car runs, man. $119,000 miles for a 97. Oh yeah, check engine light is on. Pop this hood. Okay. If you got a misfire on your car, you do not want to run this car long with that misfire, because eventually it can mess up the cat. Oh yeah, we got a misfire. Alright, let's shut this off. Alright, let's get our Actron and find out if it can read anything. Well, it's going to read something because the check engine light is on. Let's check that out. Alright guys, we got our Actron right here. We got the old school Actron. Yeah, this would be cool. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is let's locate our diagnostic connector. And on this vehicle, it's up under the dashboard to the left of the steering column, right next to the let me get my little light here for the hood release. Let's get up under here. And there's our hood release, and you can see right to the right of it, there's our connector. And that's all we have to do is just pull that little cover, pull that cover down. Okay, let's see right there, and it opens right up, and there it is. So let's get our connector and go up under here, connect it. Okay, and our Actron came on, and what I'm gonna do is let it drape it over the steering wheel, so that way we can situate it and get so you can see what's going on too. All right, let's go. Where's our keys at? Okay, got them. All right, let's go. First, let's put the key in the on position. Okay, hit enter. Let's go to global. Hey, man, things. There we go. All right, put this light down. Let's go. Let's keep that. Enter. Turn the key off. Key on for 10 seconds. The key was already off, so I'm pretty sure we're pretty good. Hit enter. Let's go down to diagnostic codes. Read codes. Now, right now it's finding the right protocol, the right phone number to link up with the car, and you can see it's going through different ones. And it might take a little while. Might take about 2-3 minutes sometimes. But there it goes, still checking. There it go. It linked. Attempting to communicate. Okay. P0406, secondary air injection system malfunction, but that's not going to give me the problem that I'm having. Let's go down to another one. There we go. Now P0306, will cylinder 6 misfire. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go with that right now. Let's disconnect this because I'm gonna go with that right now, and we are gonna check out everything else. Let's shut this off. Okay. Take our key out just in case. All right. Now, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get to our coils up under here. That's the first thing we want to check to verify this. And they're up under this cover right here. But in order to take off this cover, we got to take off this breather with the mass airflow sensor, and we get all that out of the way. Okay, first of all, let's disconnect our mass airflow sensor. You got a connector right here. You got 2 pins on each side that you got to squeeze together and unplug it just like that. Lean that to the side. You're good. All right, the next thing we got to remove this cover, we got a clamp right here. There's the end of the clamp right there. We got to remove these 3 10mm bolts holding this cover on. And now on this one, you can either disconnect it from the air filter by popping off your air filter covers, or, which is a nice easy way, you see these little clips right here? There's one on the top and there's one on the bottom. You take that clip, pop it right up. Reach under there, pop that other one off. That's out of the way. All right, let's get some tools and get this thing off of here. Be right back. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is we got this big clamp going on around here. And what I got is a long, regular screwdriver. And what I'm gonna do is put the screwdriver through here. Yeah, I should be able to, there we go. We're gonna loosen that clamp up. Now if that clamp turns on you, get a screwdriver or something, a long screwdriver, to hold it into place. Matter of fact, let me show you better than I can tell you. All right, you want to get you a long screwdriver. Just put that screwdriver right through there. And that holds that clamp into place while you're loosening it up. There we go. Looks like it's loose enough. All right, the next thing we're going to do.
We have to take another commercial break.
Dang it, man. That battery just go. Dang it. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Next step, we got, move this cover right here. We got 3 10mm nuts. 1, 2, and 3. And what I'm going to do is use my cordless gun. And I got my deep 10mm socket. Go around here. 1, 2, 3. Just don't snatch this cover out of here, because there's 2 grommets down there. Piece that sets into the valve cover. So when you take this up, put your hand up under it, slowly work it way up and out of the way. See these 2 right here? You want to make sure you don't break those off or break the rubber grommets going into the valve cover, those breathers. All right, so let's set this to the side. Okay, the next thing we got is a bunch of bolts holding on this cover. Why there's a bunch of bolts up here? Because these bolts also holds down the coils. And what they are is 5mm hex bolts. So what I'm going to use here is a 5mm hex socket, 1/4" drive, and I'm using I got my 1/4" drive attachment to my gun. And we're going to go around and loosen up all the bolts and take this cover up. We'll be right back. All right, got all the bolts out. And I want you to pay attention that these bolts are not going straight down. You notice how all of them is at a little angle. Pay attention to that when you put this stuff together. Okay, let's take this cover off. Bam, there's our coils. All right, now, Mercedes system is just like, well, actually, Kia, I should say Kia is just like some Mercedes, because they copy from them. You got one coil that fires 2 cylinders. For instance, like you see this coil right here. This coil, you got a 6-cylinder. So you got a coil that fires this cylinder, and you got a wire coming out of it, and it looks like it's going down to the number 5 cylinder. All right, so you got to watch out for carefully. Now, here's become a problem now. How are we going to find out? Usually, if it was a coil, I would go start the car up, and I would these things just unplug right here. I would just unplug one at a time to find out which cylinder's misfiring. But you can't do that now, because what? One coil fires both cylinders. So you got to do this another way. You guys got to use common sense, guys. I told you, it's common sense diagnostics. What we're going to do here.
Okay, and you do that to narrow it down? Well, I guess the check engine light narrows it down for you.
Well, yeah, the check engine light did tell us, it was number 6. So we just got to find out if is it the coil is bad, maybe the wire or something, maybe the plug or something like that. Anything, wires. So what you're going to do here is you're going to disconnect the injectors. And it's a good thing too by disconnecting the injectors, because remember, as we got this misfire, if it's one of the coils or one of the wires, well, in this case, since it's 6, it's going to be either the coil or something else. you want to stop gas from going into that exhaust system, because that raw gas going into the exhaust system will damage your catalytic converter. So let's pop this little cover right here. We're gonna pop that up so we can see all 6 of our injectors. And what we're gonna do is start the car up, and we're gonna disconnect an injector to make sure that it's not that cylinder. And then what we're gonna do, since it's going over here, since this one's going over here to is that number 1? Yeah, to number 1 cylinder, we're gonna disconnect number 1 also. All right. So let's get a key. Oh, matter of fact, before I do that, I gotta put our mass airflow back. So we'll be right back. All right, we got our mass airflow again. What we're gonna do is put our mass airflow back in here. Okay, make sure we ain't gotta tighten up no connectors in them, but we do have to plug this mass airflow back up. All right, now let me get the keys and start this up. There's our Misfire. Now, what I'm gonna do is, let's see if we can disconnect cylinder 1. It got worse. And that one going down to that other coil. So let's disconnect, just out of curiosity, cylinder number 2. Got worse. Plug it up. Let's go ahead and down to cylinder number 6. Now that one is kind of difficult to get to. What I'm gonna do, I got my hose pliers, and what I'm gonna do here is reach down here, over here, down here. I'm gonna get my hose pliers and try to unplug, squeeze those 2 tabs together and unplug it. Unplugged it, no change whatsoever. All right, let me shut this car off. All right, I got no change whatsoever. So you know what? I know I got a bad on number 6. What I'm gonna do here is, let's swap out 2 coils and see what happens. First of all, I'm gonna plug our injector back up. This is a difficult one to get to. Dang it. Yeah, I'll get that in a minute. Alright, since I got my 2 coils right here open, what I'm going to do is unplug this coil, the coil, and the wire. And I'm going to go back here to this last one. Unplugged the coil and the wire. And now since that cover's off, these coils pop right out. Huh, it's pretty nasty looking. Alright, and what I'm going to do here is pop this one out. And, exactly, I'm going to switch them. Okay, let's plug this one up and plug this one up. Let's go back here, hook this up. There. Plug this one up, then plug the wire up. Okay, now I'll go back over this side. I'm gonna see how can I gotta connect this coil, this injector back. All Alright, let's find out if our Misfire switched up on us. Start the vehicle up. Alright, now let's see what happens when we disconnect this one. Hey, that didn't change at all. And before it changed. Let's go over here. See this one. Whoops. Oh yeah, let me shut this car off. Alright guys, we just verified that. Quickity, quick, lickety split. Alright, so what we're going to do, we know we got a bad coil over here. So what I need to do is, let's plug this one back up. Boy man, they make these things, wow, this one's so difficult to unplug and get right there and all. No, I gotta do this by hand. Let's try to get that down there. Did I get it plugged up? Heck no. Why did it have to be cylinder number 6? There we go. Okay, that's plugged up. Alright, so we know now this coil is no good. So we're going to unplug this again. Easy. Pop this coil out. And let's call Fisher Auto Parts and get us a coil down here. We'll be right back. Alright guys, check it out. We got our new coil, Delphi. This is one of the top name brands, especially for foreign vehicles. Let's get that unplugged. And this is cool. It comes with the boot. Guys, in case you got these cars, you know you can get the wires and you can get the boots, just the boots by themselves.
And you can get the top coil by itself too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Ooh, that looks nice. Look at that. Look at that. And this one's cool. A lot of these coils don't come with that little grease on them. Look at that. Delphi even comes with the grease. That is great. That's helps conduct electricity. You definitely need that. These guys, if you got a foreign car, even on American cars, they now make, Delphi makes products on them. You definitely want to get that kind of name brand.
Especially if it's your wife's.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to push this down here. And there's little pins on it. You see there's one pin right here. And then there's one over there to let you know how to put that coil on there. I'm going to push that down. Okay. Let's plug our coil up. Nice, man. I shouldn't have showed Sylvia that because now it looks nice and clean. She probably want to change the others now.
We will.
All right, we got that out of the way. Let's start the car up. There we go. Look at that. No misfire. Look how smooth that car runs. All right, shut it off. Okay, what we're gonna do is come around this side. And I'm gonna plug up the Actron again. And I'm going to put the key in the on position. And Sylvia's going to explain to you.
What?
Yeah, Sylvia's going to clear the codes.
I don't know if I can.
Alright, let's see this.
We're going to hit enter to continue. We're going to go to Global OBD2.
Yeah, good.
Keep. Press enter. Enter again.
Are you sure they can hear you now, honey?
Okay. Okay, so I have to go into diagnostic codes.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, because we're gonna need data stream, right?
There you
We'll
go.
go into diagnostic codes, hit enter. And we already read the codes. We don't need pending codes. We're gonna go scroll down to erase codes and hit enter. It says please wait. Waiting for vehicle to respond.
Just like I said, guys, sometimes this takes a little while, but here we go. It's linked.
Okay. What? Okay. Onboard readiness tests are complete. Press enter to continue. Are you sure you want to erase? You have to hit the left arrow to say yes. Hit enter. Again.
Hey.
Command sent. Press enter to continue.
Okay, it's done.
Done.
Now, what I'm gonna do is go over here. Then remember, before the check engine light is on, let's shut the key off. Zoom out a little bit. Put the key on. Start it up. There it is. Check engine light is out.
We need washer fluid.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Let's unplug this. Now let's. Here, you can just take this. You can take this. Now let's go out here. Now that we got everything good, it runs good. Again, let's unplug our mass airflow sensor. We got the 2 tabs on the side. Let's squeeze them in. Plug it out. Pick our breather up.
Don't lose anything.
Okay, I got it. Next, we're gonna do. This takes a little bit of skill right here. Well, I got it the wrong way. Cause what you gotta do here is line up all those screws and go into the coils and see. Look at that. Got that right out of there. All right. Then 5mm hex socket. What the heck was that? This 1/4" drive. We'll start from the center, and these ain't really tight. Just bring it in just like that. Bring them all in. All right, we'll bring them in. Then be right back. All right, let's get this cover out of the way. Let's snap this back into place. Here we go. Let's get our cover back. And the easiest way to do this is put the mass airflow into where it belongs, just a little bit, and line up the 3 bolts. And there you go. Push right down. Perfect. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is.
But you didn't clip that.
I'll get that.
All right.
You wanna do it?
What's the point of hiring a mechanic?
What about the one at the bottom? Yeah.
But that one get dirty.
Yeah, okay, reach on the bottom, snap that one into place. Now let's take our 3 10mm nuts and put them up there. 1, 2, and 3. And when you tighten these down, they are not really tight. It's just plastic, just holding down this plastic cover. It's good. That's enough. 2, 3. And while I'm over here, let's plug up our mass airflow. Great. Next, we're gonna get our 2 screwdrivers, because now since that clamp is loose, we definitely gonna need our longer one to hold it into place. So I'm gonna get my longer one right there, and what I'm gonna do is get my long screwdriver up there. And there we go.